Look at that. Still fits. Oh. Look at that. That's a Pilsner Urquell. That's a beer from the Czech Republic. Czech. There's some gourmet liquor store down the road. And I just was busy. And I expected to be coming home a different way from where I was. And there's not a liquor store in sight. And he says, son of a bitch. I let myself get too low on Pabst. But it's because I've been on a schedule. That's just not right. So, no liquor store along the way. Where I come. Wow. And there's this one gourmet liquor store down the way at the gas station. And I said, I know I've bought Pabst there once or twice before. During the quarantine, they'd bring it out to you. And, whew. So I go in there and I say to the two girls working at the front desk, and I'm looking around, all I see is wine and whiskey and all kinds of different kinds of liquors. And I'm like, oh, see the beer. And, you know, here I am, a stranger in a strange land. I've never set foot in that place in my life. Like a Martian I am. Ooh, ball energy. Like the heat. And I looked and I said, do you have beer in here? To the one girl. And she says, looks at the other girl and says, do we have beer in here? And she says, it's in the beer cave. And way in the back over a rack, you can see the top line of something that says beer cave. And she's laughing. And I'm like, I'm so happy they have beer. And I go, wait a minute. She's duping me. It's in the beer cave. I said, well, I guess that's one way to keep it from running around out here. And I got mine. I went in and I stood in front of that wall in the beer cave and I looked at every damn thing. There's Budweiser there, Michelob, Ultralight. I can fucking drink that. I mean, I'm gonna tell you this. I wouldn't tell you that Pabst is the best beer in the world for you, but it's what I like. I ain't drinking any goddamn Budweiser because if you ask me, in my personal opinion, just because I don't like the taste of it, I say it's a shitty beer. And that's a very personal opinion. And I know it does not relate to everybody. It does not force everybody to believe that a Captain Pabst is the best beer in the world. It's the best beer for me. And when I can't find it, I feel like maybe somebody doesn't care enough for me to think I deserve the best. I stared, and there are all these fruity craft beers, and there are good craft beers, but I'm not after a craft beer at home. I'm not trying to get loaded standing here. That happens by itself. Why force the issue when you know the system and how it works? I saw that sitting there, just hiding amidst all these things. And I say fruity, a lot of those craft beers are fruity, even if they're not so harsh, you know. It's like, I don't like the fruity taste. But there, I've had this. It's probably been 20, 25 years since I had one of these. But it's a good beer. And I saw it and I said, I can drink that. I can drink that. And so I spent $20 on a 12-pack plus a deposit. And I felt like I deserved it for having stood there that long looking. And I came home. I went back there to buy my beer, and the girl at the front, I had to maintain the same fucking concept. And I said, "You don't have Pabst Blue Ribbon here?" She says, "What?" I said, "PBR," because people don't know how to say whole names anymore. Pabst Blue Ribbon, PBR. And she said, I don't know what that is. And I was like, I said, you might. I said, it's just so hard to find with them running around in there. I said, and then I took it out. And I get home. That's all for nothing. That's just to explain why I'm drinking a Pilsner Raquel, which is a fine beer. Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic. When I got home, I saw my beret sitting there on my seat. I keep it on the front seat of the car. It makes it look good if you get pulled over. I keep pens and things in there, but it's got the unit crest show, and it looks good for a cop. And I can't believe I haven't done this before now. The back is on the occipital lobe. Look at that. And the front rim is 2 inches from the bridge of your nose. And there it is. I can't believe I haven't done this before now. But I looked at it and I said, I haven't had that hat on with a haircut like this since right after basic training. Right at the end of jump school. Went from basic straight to jump school. And they didn't have to teach me my job. I already knew it. Isn't that funny? And my hair was like this if I had some on top. There's some there. It surprised me. But this was the kind of haircut I got, because right at the end of basic, right before we graduated basic, they said, we're going to give you a haircut so everybody knows where you're coming from. And I said, okay. And so I went out into the world looking like Charlie Brown, and when I met up with the Rangers, Lozier and Strom in the cab, became friends, traveled, did a lot of travels together. At the end of the first weekend, where they were going to get their highs and tights for work Monday morning, and they said, you look like Charlie Brown, you need a haircut. And so I got a high and tight with just what little I had up there. And it's like, And at the time I was buying my first beret, even before I graduated jump school. Everybody said that's a curse, you don't do that. And I said, I don't give a shit, I'm buying the damn beret. It didn't have this unit crest on it. It had the 1st of the 507th Parachute Infantry Training Brigade, whatever the hell. And but that way I could shave it and cut out the liner and get it right. And they taught me how to do that. And there it is. It's the same fit as it was there when I was in jump school. When I bought this thing, graduated, I was wearing it looking good. In my graduation ceremony, where a bunch of other guys were in leg caps, but we had the right to wear the beret. And yeah, still fits. And then I got to my unit, permanent party at Bragg, and they saw me because I'd been 3 weeks in a row. I'd been getting my my high and tight, so I showed up there after a 2-week vacation, still looking very clean. And Master Sergeant Gilbert says, "Now there's a high-speed soldier, dadgummit." And he didn't curse, and he didn't drink, he didn't do anything. He'd already had 2 heart attacks from his alcoholism by the age of 32, which he was then, and he looked like a 60-year-old. He was really excited and very religious, and I made him cuss in the time I knew him. God damn it, Karpinski, I thought I told you to shave. Ah. But there it is. Fits the same way. I haven't worn it with a short haircut like this since I got it. And within 2 months of being there, I was feathering my hair at a permanent party. And they thought I was a high-speed soldier till about that point. Still fits.